What a story, man.
What's wrong with you? You're too fucking damn. You gotta pull the shit out of the fire.
He's got him. That is it.
What is happening, guys? You know who it is. Alexander the Great. Volkanovski.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Good man.
Let's talk about the technique. Let's break down that technique. A lot of people are talking about it. I might go into a little more detail and give you a bit more of an understanding of that technique because we're seeing it a bit. We're seeing it quite a bit. It's a technique I like to use. We've seen it with Cheeto, Dominic Cruz. He used the lead kick from what I remember. But it was still the same sort of technique, same idea of a technique and why we're doing it. Israel Adesanya. Leon Edwards was rear hand, rear kick. 1, 2, rear kick. So obviously using the same side. Now that's what I'm going to talk about. Throwing that jab, letting them slip into the kick, right? So it's a good technique to use. You're throwing the jab or a 2 in Leon's case because he's southpaw. Through that, as he's slipping into the kick. So that's beautiful, yeah? Most people are used to left, right. Defensively as well. When we attack, left hand, right hand, switch kick, left kick. Left hand, right hand, left hand, say 1, 2, hook, rear kick. Yeah, we're used to using opposite sides, because we load our hip, right? Throw the jab, it loads our right side. Right kick, right punch. So we like to obviously come back with the other side. It's more powerful. So how we're traditionally taught. So sometimes it's good to change that, right? Break the rhythm, mix it up. Defensively, I'm used to a jab coming, a 2 coming. Or if a kick's coming, I'm expecting it to come off a left kick coming off the right hand. If there's punches in front of it, it's usually from the opposite side. Anyway, traditionally speaking, people mix it up, obviously. It's not only using the same side and being unpredictable and making them slip into that. It's a different timing of the kick too, a different beat. Where if you're going 1, 2, switch kick, or let's say 1, 2, 3, rear kick, right? So that's the beats, right? Boom, 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 boom. Going the same side as Leon committed to that 2, that rear hand because he's southpaw. 1, 2. As he's committing to that kick's already coming up. So as he's slipping, not only he's slipping, the timing of he's slipping as the kick's coming up. So he's literally running straight into that kick. Because of the timing. Remember, if that beat, or if that kick was on the normal beat, 1, 2, then kick, there's a good chance Usman slips and starts to square himself up or start to slip to the other side. Yeah, he can start reacting to that because that beat is a little delayed. Because traditionally we're going opposite sides in a normal beat. The beauty of that is you're throwing that 1, 2. As you're throwing that 2, you're not even really committing to the punch. Your hips loaded for the kick. 2, kick follows straight after. So it's boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Not boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so there's like a beat, a half beat. Get him in the half beat, which is it's sometimes very hard for people to read, right? Especially when you're committing to slipping. Yeah, you throw the 2, you're committing to that. As you're committing, you're running straight into a kick. So not only your force is going into the kick, the timing's off and everything. That's what's the beauty of it. That's why I like to use this technique a lot. Unpredictable. It's unorthodox. Sometimes these things that are awkward to do are usually good to do because it's awkward because it doesn't feel right. And that's going to be the same for the person defending. If it doesn't feel right, it's going to be hard to read because that's why some people that can just be absolute crazy people throwing whatever, they can be very tricky because you don't know what's coming. Half the time they don't know what's coming, so how the fuck are we going to know what's coming? So sometimes they're the hardest people to spar because you can't get proper reads because they don't even know what they're doing. So if it goes boom, pulls it back, then kicks, you're slipping. As the kick's coming, you're getting back out of the way. But if you're slipping in the kick and you're just running straight into the kick, it's very hard to pull away from if they've got a read on you and got you dipping so much and knowing you're in range and they throw that kick, you're running straight into it. So it's a very good technique. We're seeing it a bit. That's why I wanted to give it a mention to a few people. Rob Whittaker likes to kick off the same side as well. The timing thing is really what makes that very difficult to avoid as well, rather than just the fact that it's coming from the same side and very unorthodox. But yeah, there you go. That's a little breakdown of that. But man, look, I just want to touch on what a story Leon Edwards Usman being a great champion, both great human beings. Man, the journey he's had, it's been very unfortunate. And just to see him go through all this trouble and, all these, I want to say ups and downs. There's definitely ups, but there was a lot of downs, man. Like the eye poke with Bilal. He was dominating Nate. Nate, lands a big shot at the end, and that's all anyone's talking about. Over 10-fight win streak before he could get a title shot. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's a crazy journey Leon had to get through. And then the fight was even going that way. He had a good start, and then things just weren't going his way. He got tired, maybe from the high altitude, whatever it is. Not going his way, and then bang, minute to go. What a story, man.
What's wrong with you? You're too fucking damn. You gotta pull the shit out of the fire.
He's caught him in that his aim.
Leon, you got to be, I was feeling for him, and now it's all paying off, and he deserves it. Happy to see him finally get the respect he deserves. I feel it, right? Like I was in the same position a fair bit. He stood up for himself. Everyone was, chucking him in a corner from all angles. He stood up for himself, and he's saying, "No, fuck you, ain't going nowhere." Stood his ground, and now he's got the belt. Now everyone's on board. So I'm very happy for him. I felt for him. Now I'm feeling the love for him as well. So good on him, man. Very happy for him. I hope you like that little breakdown. Appreciate the support. Hopefully I'm in there soon. Look, I'm in the little split too, so I'm out of my big cask, which is good. So I'm doing a bit more training. Hopefully I'll be in there sooner rather than later. But again, thank you for the support. See ya.